This is Gemara Nedarim and Daf Chof Dalid. We're holding in the bottom of Chof Gimel Amid Beis. And there's one very important detail that we have to understand before we start the Shaila of the Gemara, 2 lines in the bottom of Ibayiluhu Pligi Rabbanan Alei to Rav Elazar ben Yankov or not. And the detail that we have to understand is the detail that the Gemara taught us yesterday at the top of the Amid. And the Gemara redefined the Mishnah. In the Mishnah, we had a din of Rav Elazar ben Yaakov in yesterday's daf on Chav Gimel Amid Aleph. But in the Mishnah of Rav Elazar ben Yaakov, there was no mention explicitly of Nidre's reason. So the Gemara on the top of Chav Gimel Amid Beis started off and taught us Chasuri Mechsera V'Hachi Katani, that if someone wants to eat next to his friend and and he's not agreeing, so he makes a neder. Says the Gemara, that neder is not a real neder. That neder is a nidre's reason. That why? Why did he make such a neder? He made such a neder to push, to coax, to encourage his friend to come and eat with him. Now that detail, that making a neder to eat with someone is not a real neder, and rather is a nidre's reason, is today's Gemara. The Gemara continued 3 lines to the top and said, then you should make this Tanai and Erev Rosh Hashanah, etc. So says the Gemara 2 lines from the bottom, Chav Gimel Amid Beis, Ibayiluhu Pligi Rabbanan Alei to Rav Elazar ben Yankov or Eloi. Do the Rabbanan argue on Rav Elazar ben Yaakov or not? That in a scenario in which one is making a neder against his friend to eat by him, etc., and we're calling that Nidre's reason, do the Rabbanan agree with that premise or not? And in classical Gemara sense, the Gemara says that if you're going to tell me the Rabbanan disagree, whom do we paskin like? Says the Gemara, Toshima, let's bring a ride tonight. We learned to the Mishnah. Someone says to his friend, someone says to his friend, I'm making a neder that I am going to have no benefit from you. If what? If you do not take from me a core of chitim for your son, so again, let's get the case very clear, because it is slightly confusing just in the pronouns over here. In the who is talking, who is the one making the neder. I don't know why I just did that. Apologies, it was perfect the first time. We like to show the Ran, so that if anyone wants to see the Ran on the other side of the page, there we go. Okay, apologies. One more time. If someone makes a neder, I make a neder, I'm not going to have any benefit from you. If you do not allow me, important words, to give you a large gift for your son, and you don't accept the gift. So if you don't accept the gift, seemingly what's the din? You don't accept the gift, the neder should kick in, and now I should not be able to get any benefit from you. Says the Gemara, I am able to get rid of this neder, no chacham, no bezdin, no big deal. Why? Because I am able, that you are able to say to me, what's the reason you said this neder to me? You're going to tell me, listen, why did you make a neder that you're not going to get any benefit unless I accept a gift from you? The reason is for my honor. And therefore you could say, Zehu kavaidi. This is my honor to not get a gift. So I'm not going to take the gift, and you're still going to get benefit from me. Why? Because the whole reason you made this neder, the whole reason why you said you're not going to get any benefit if I don't accept the gift, because you wanted to honor me with this large gift for my son. I'm telling you, listen, keep your gift, and everything is fine. That is the Brisa. So now, based off this Brisa, explains the Gemara, what do we see? That you have to say, this is my honor. Then what's the reason why when I made this neder against you, that you're able to say it's okay, I didn't get the gift, but it's still fine, and there's no neder? Is because you have an explanation as to why you don't want why the neder isn't applicable. Why? Because you're saying it's my honor not to get the gift. But what do we see if you don't have that svara? Halav hachi, without that svara, nederu. We see seemingly it would be a neder. So we see that we do not say it's Nidri's reason, that the only reason why he made this neder was in order to encourage him to do something. Samani, who is the opinion of this brisa? Rav Elazar ben Yaakov, Nidri's reason. If it's Rav Elazar ben Yaakov, then it's a case of Nidri's reason. And therefore, it's irrelevant if you could say Zui Kvaidi. It's relevant if you have an explanation why you don't want the gift, because regardless, Rav Elazar ben Yaakov would tell us it's not a good neder, and it's Nidri's reason. Elo shmami no, please, Rabbanan alei. Must be the Rabbanan do not hold on Nidri's reason. And the only reason why in this case it's not a neder is because we have an explanation to say Zui Kvaidi. But without this explanation, it would be problematic. Raya number one, the Rabbanan argue on Rav Elazar ben Yaakov. Says the Gemara, nothing doing. Lo'ilam Elazar ben Yaakov he. 10 lines down, the first one in the line is Eliezer. Really, it's Rav Elazar, Rav Elazar ben Yaakov. Is this brisa? But what do you mean? Rav Elazar ben Yaakov says it's din. In all scenarios, even without the svara of the person saying, it's as if that it's my honor to not accept it. Umayde Rav Elazar ben Yaakov, Bahai. Rav Elazar ben Yaakov admits in this case, why? Din Nidra Havai. Rav Elazar ben Yaakov admits in this case that it would, yes, be a neder, and the only reason it's not a neder is the svara of that it's my honor not to accept it. Why? Why would Rav Elazar ben Yaakov say this case is different, and you do not have this, and it's not a regular Nidre's reason? Amar lei. You know what the reason is? Because I made the neder. So I can say to you, Lav kalbana, I'm not a dog, Timisanina minach, that I should get benefit from you, V'loi misahina minai, and you're not going to get benefit from me. Meaning, what's the story with a stray dog? A stray dog just eats and doesn't do anything. So that's called a one-sided relationship. So when it's called a Nidri's reason is when it's evident, it's clear from the story that we're just trying to push each other along. But however, in this case, it's not so simple. Why is it not so simple? Because obviously, if I'm giving you this large gift, and I'm telling you, I want to give your son a korshal chitin and 2 barrels of wine, obviously you did something for me. So since you did something for me, and I want to repay that gift by doing something for you. So for you to tell me, oh, it's okay, it's as if it accepts it, I'm going to say, it's not okay. Why is it not okay? Because I am not a quote-unquote stray dog that I just accept from you and I don't give back to you. I want to give back to you. So that's the reason why in this case particularly, Elazar ben Yaakov would say this is not a regular case of Nidri's reason. Because in this case, there's a good svara, a good reason to say why I really want you to accept the gift. And that is the reason why there's no right in this case. And also, parenthetically, we also see what a one-sided relationship here is being called the relationship of a dog. Ta-she-ma. Continues the Gemara about 14 lines down. First word in line is minai. Ta-she-ma. Says the Gemara, another case, similar case. Someone says this for him, she'ata nehenisli. We flipped it around. Not that I won't have benefit from you. You cannot have benefit from me. If what? If you do not give to my son, the exact opposite of case number one. In this case, I say you cannot get benefit from me if you do not give my son a large matana. We have a machlekes. Rameir says he's not allowed to have any benefit until he actually gives this large gift. No. Just like in case number one, this person is also able to undo his neder even without a chacham. Why? He's able to say, Hareini ki'ilu hiskabalti. He's able to say it's as if I accepted the gift. It says, if I accepted the gift, not the same svara, let's be clear. In case number one, it wasn't as if I accepted the gift. As he could say, it's my honor to not accept the gift. Here, his friend could say, he says, if I accepted the gift. So now, says the Gemara, if not for that, it would be a good neder. So Mani, the same story. Rav Elazar ben Yaakov Nidri's reason, why do we need this extra svara? Elalav Rabbanan upligi, and we see the Rabbanan argue, and they don't necessarily hold of the svara of Nidri's reason. Answers the Gemara, Loi, Rav Elazar ben Yaakov. So why in this case do we need a new svara? Again, the first case, the svara was, I could say, I'm not a stray dog that I just take from you. Now we have the flip svara, that what? La malka, no, I'm not a king. That I just give to you and you don't give anything to me. So again, another reason, a svara, why we wouldn't want this neder to take effect, and therefore it's not a regular nidri's reason, another svara why we would want to actually give or accept the gift. So 2 tries, no raya. Continues the Gemara. Amar le Markashisha Breder Rav Chisda Rav Ashi. Tashema attempt number 3. Nidre Einsin. What is a neder of Einsin? It's out of one's control. Hadira Chavir Shecheletz Light. I make a neder that you have to eat by me. Okay? So finally, you're going to come and eat with me, and I'm so happy. And what happens? Ayvei, v'chalahu, and he becomes sick. Aychal b'nai, his son's sick. Aisha akvay nar, or the river disallows him from coming. In these 3 cases, those are cases of nidrei einsim. Halavach, if not for these 3 unavoidable scenarios, nedru would be a neder. So again, Mani, who is this Ta'ana? If Elazar ben Yaakov's reason of it. If Elazar ben Yaakov, who cares? There's yes an oinus, there's not an oinus. He is sick, he's not sick. What's the difference? According to Elazar ben Yaakov, anytime you make a neder for soti, by use a classical neder's reason, Elalav Rabbanon. Rather, who must it be? Rabbanu Pligi. We see the Rabbanon obviously do not hold of the svara of neder's reason. Says the Gemara, no. Laila Rav Elazar ben Yaakov, Omi Savres the Adre, and does Rav Elazar ben Yaakov hold the Adre Mizamna Lizamina? Do you think the case of the Mishnah is that I actually made the neder against you? Loi, that wasn't the case. It was the reverse. Zamina Adre Limizamana. The case is that the one eating over the invitee, you made the neder. You caused me to make the neder against you. The Amar Lei. Let's get this clear. You're the guest. So you said to me, Mizaminas Lila Sudasech, please invite me over for your party. Interesting guy. He asked for an invitation. Amar Lei, and he says, sure, no problem. Neder ze olecha. So now, after I accepted and I invited you over, you said, this neder should be upon you. If I don't come, again, you ask for an invitation, I acquiesce, and then you respond, okay. And if I don't show up, there should be a neder. Vinadar. And you know what happened? I said, okay, I agree, there should be a neder. And then the story continued that you weren't able to come for any of the unavoidable mishaps. Then Arelu Nidrei Oinsim. And this is the reason why it's not the classical case of Nidrei's reason. Why? Because it's a scenario in which the one eating over caused and pushed to create the neder. So now we go to number 4. 4th attempt at bringing a raya again, whether the Rabbanan hold of Nidrei's reason in all these cases. 4 lines to the bottom of the Amid. Tashima, Yisrael Kain Amar Rav Elazar ben Yaakov. Even more than this, says Rav Elazar ben Yaakov. Yisrael Kain Amar Rav Yaakov, the Chaver, someone says to his friend, Kainam Shani Nenelcha. Someone says to his friend, I'm making a neder. That what? I'm not going to have any benefit from you if you don't eat by me. And eat with me what? Paschama hot bread, and drink with me kotzcham and hot drink. And the other person, hikbid, was makbid kinegdoi. Af elu nidrei's reason v'loi hoidoi loi chacham. Says the Bryce explicitly, even this is just his reason to push him to come and eat with him. But, says the Bryce explicitly, the Chachamim do not agree. So says the Gemara, what does this Bryce mean? What does it mean that Chachamim do not agree? Lav, does it not mean ta'afilu b'kamaisa? It's even referring in the first case that there were reasons that he was pushing in that really could have been nidre's reason. Ushma mina pligi rabban alei shma mina. So after trying many intricate proofs, the Gemara concludes with perhaps a very simple proof that we have a brisa that says explicitly that the Chachamim are arguing, and all we have to say is that the case of the Chachamim arguing is in all scenarios, and then everything is good and dandy. Says the Gemara, "My havela." Okay, so tachlis, what is the maskana? Tashema Adam Ravuna Alacha Kavlaz ben Yaakov. Chemin Arad Rava Alacha Kavlaz ben Yaakov. Lemaisa Psak Alacha is like Rav Elazar ben Yaakov, that we do indeed say that it is Nidre's reason. And now we conclude today with a short Mishnah and a short piece of Gemara. Nidre Havai. Next is the previous Mishnah discussed 4 different Nedarim. The first one was Nidre's reason, was a Neder to push someone along, which is what we just finished talking about the past few days. Now, says the Mishnah, what was number 2? Nidre Havai, a Neder of nothingness, exaggeration. Amar, and what is the case? Amar koinim im loy re'isi v'derech hazeh ka'olei Mitzrayim. I'm making a Neder if I don't see on this road, like the number of people who went up from Mitzrayim. If I don't see 600,000 strong on this street, it's a Neder. Obviously, it's a Nidre Havai. Obviously, that's an exaggeration. Or number 2, so makes a Neder if I don't see a snake, like the beam of an olive. Obviously, again, massive snake, not possible. That's an exaggeration. So says the Gemara, Tana, we learned in the Mishnah, Nidre Havai mutarim, but Shvuas Havai asurim. Nidre Havai, if we make a Neder of nothingness, then it's motor. The Neder doesn't mean anything. But if you make a similar Shavua, then it is indeed Aser. Says the Gemara, Hechi Dami Shvuas Havai. What is the case? If I don't see on this road, just like we said in the Mishnah, 600,000 strong, Midam Kamar. Says the Gemara, is he saying anything? What do you mean it's a Shavua of exaggeration that has a strength and it's Aser? If I just say, I'm making a Shvuah if I don't see 600,000 on this street, you're not saying anything, so what's the Shvuah at all? So Amar Abaya, the Amar Shvuah Shera Isi. He makes a Shvuah, I'm making oath that I already saw on this road. That is a Shvuah, and that is Aser. It has the power of a Shvuah. Amrli Rava, Imkain Lamali Lemeimar. Says Rav, I don't understand. Why does the Bryce have to say this? It's Pashit. Void. What? It's supposed to be similar to Neder. Elamar Rava, Boimar, yes, you pay us Oilam Alai, Bishvua. He makes a Neder. He makes himself Aser with a Shvuah if I don't see 600,000 strong. And we're going to pick up from this point in Mirza Hashem in the next year.